All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFries. On the left side of me, David Carter Ruff.
Hey, my girl is banging. She's so low maintenance. Don't need no champagne poppin' entertainment. Take her to Wendy's. Can't keep her off me. She want to dip me like them fries in her Frosty. Will.
I didn't know you were starting with bars today.
Well, yeah, I've been scribbling some stuff down.
Is that a Sam Hunt song?
No, it's his brother Mike. No,
what is that from, really?
Applebee's on a date
song?
night.
Walker Hayes.
That song is annoyingly catchy
Walker
Yeah,
Hayes sounds like a
equally-
weed strain.
and equally terrible.
Oh, dude, you try that Walker Hayes?
One of my biggest issues with the song is this particular verse. Don't need no Tesla to impress her. My girl is happy rolling on a Vespa. You don't have a Vespa.
Yeah, and you could make a case that, like, Vespas are a little more hoity-toity
They're very Euro.
than Teslas at this point. Like, if I saw a dude riding down a backcountry dirt road on a Vespa, I'd be like, what are you doing?
I'd be like, this dude's kind of sick, though.
Get
honestly.
a dirt bike, though.
The dudes that they're targeting with this song, they don't know what a Vespa is, and if they do, they kick them over when they're walking through a parking lot.
And they also probably make fun of Tesla guys, too.
They
Yeah.
roll coal on
They're
Teslas.
they're F-250 boys.
You can't roll coal with a fucking Tesla.
You certainly cannot.
What if
no.
they had a roll, like, hey, Tesla, roll coal, and it just started, like, smoking out the back? That'd
Roll
be
coal
sick.
button?
You didn't have to do anything.
That'd be kind of sick.
You know you can tell Teslas to see their butthole when it opens the charging port?
Oh my God.
Are you making this up?
I learned this the other
Are
day.
you making this up?
Okay, I saw it on a TikTok the other day.
Why would that be programmed?
Wait,
there's
Because
no
they
way.
have a lot of weird program hack things.
I know they do, but that would be a very strange one.
What did you say? The Tesla just busts it wide open?
Yeah.
It says if you ask Tesla to show you its butthole, it'll open its charging port thing.
If you're a Tesla owner and you say open butthole, your car will open up its charging port. And you can say close butthole, and it will close it. There you go. That's from Tesla Master.
What?
I'm not saying that.
Why does Applebee's get so much shit? Because it's not Chili's? Like, is that why?
I can honestly tell you I've never eaten at Applebee's, so I can't speak to
What?
its food. Never.
I feel like Applebee's are way spread thin in Texas.
I always grew up being a Chili's guy.
Can I just bring to your attention this cuck shit? My new clean blue jeans without the holes in them. Country kisses on my lips without skull in them. Okay, dude. Too good for skull?
Why does he have girls falling all over him at Wendy's?
Dude, who
Like
doesn't?
Wendy's is not a club vibe. I don't know why you would have girls just like grabbing onto you.
Wendy's was low key a hangout spot for us back in high school.
Really?
Oh yeah, low key.
We were Taco Bell parking lot, but it was just geographic.
It was parking lot. Yeah, it was centrally located. It was
Did
a
y'all
vibe.
ever do the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell?
No.
See, we just had. There's no way that we were ever doing that because the strip malls that our fast food restaurants were in were just not in a place where you'd want to hang out with the boys. We were kind of Walmart people for a little bit though. Just go raise hell in Walmart for a bit.
In Walmart or in the parking lot?
Both.
We were just parking lot dudes.
Sometimes we'd just be bored at like midnight. And it's like, let's go to Walmart. It's open 24/7. Let's go fuck shit up.
Did you know that Walker Hayes did a version of this song with Kesha?
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, I do know that because when I was hungover after the Brett's 2-year anniversary dinner, I was sitting in the studio trying to edit Sunday Scaries and just get my work done for the week so I didn't have to think anymore. And Randy turned his speakers on his computer up to 11 and decided to just blast both versions numerous times. And it got to the point where I was like, dude, Randy, please just turn this off. Please.
What is Randy doing?
The thing is, Randy actually likes this stuff. But I like the fact that Randy likes this stuff. That it makes me happy that Randy enjoys it.
Randy's so Midwest it hurts.
I wish someone would say that about me.
But you're not.
I'm on my cuck shit now,
You're
though.
too far north in Michigan.
No, I'm not.
But you're not far enough to be UP. So like
Dude,
you're
come
you're in
on.
like the sweet spot of non-Midwestern.
Dude, I'm Pogue live.
like outdoorsy.
Dude, I'm a Harbor Springs Pogue.
Am I finna cop these Saquons though? That's
I
what
don't think you
everyone's-
are.
Everyone's wondering if I'm gonna cop.
What color are they?
There's several colors. I don't ask me. Don't.
Got him!
Is this will be like when you got Yeezys and wore them twice?
Yeezums.
Why don't you wear your Yeezys very often?
I didn't get. Someone got me Yeezums
Yeah, but why don't you wear them?
because I got them in my mid-30s. I don't know. Maybe I will wear them again.
Will wore his?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're riding different waves.
I still have.
What's that mean?
I have one pair of mine still.
Will can get away with wearing like edgy, cool shit. I can't.
I'm wearing all sponsored clothing right now. I'm wearing a
I'm not
Roback
saying right
sweatshirt.
now.
You can get backer 20% off. I'm also wearing a pair of 10,000 shorts.
you-
I almost wore my Rothy's in today.
Are you trying to say Will's fancy like, oh?
I'm fancy like
oh.
10,000 shorts.
I really don't enjoy that ad.
I'm gonna come through in these Saquons.
Yeah,
don't like-
with your new iPhone after just absolutely flaming all the dudes that are trying to cover the Apple event for their job.
Dude, I love
Why are you
the
going
app.
I clicked that thinking you were going at some blue check mark, some known quantity. That guy
Yeah.
was like had like
Just
40 followers and his name was Harry.
I feel kind of bad. He's got a tiny following, and he had made a tweet that went.
It didn't
It
even
did-
go that viral. How did
No,
you
it didn't
see
go viral
it?
because I clicked on the trending topic Apple event.
You were
Because
just looking for a fight.
Yeah.
no, I wasn't. I was looking at the new iPhone.
Dylan came through
I
swinging.
was looking for the new iPhone.
And
Dylan-
you just wronged Harry, our boy.
Dylan was the
Because
dude in the
this event
tracksuit.
brings out the biggest unfunny dorks on the internet, and they all think they're so funny. Oh, this one's got the camera. They moved the lenses a little bit.
Why do you ride so
shut
hard
up.
for the iPhone? They're doing just fine.
What do you mean?
You are
I'm making
like
fun of the dorks who make these dumb jokes.
but you're riding like hard, like you're a ride or die for Apple.
no, I do enjoy their products. Yes,
Dude, have you ever tried to say the word Apple while holding your tongue?
Yeah,
Dude, it's crazy.
Apple.
Dude.
Dylan, you're the dude in the tracksuit showing up to court, and all the cameras are flashing, and you're just looking around, just looking for somebody to say the
Yeah,
wrong thing.
you're going
It's
into
just-
the Apple store just looking for a dude that likes Apple way too much.
If you click on that trending tab on Twitter, it's just 1,000 people making it's like the guy wearing a flannel shirt, holding up a brand new identical flannel shirt that he got for Christmas, being like, "Oh, look what I just got," and it's like, okay, we get it. The phone's not that different, but for people like me who are upgrading like 3 generations of iPhone, it's actually meaningful.
Does it have like a doo-doo bite in it? How much mega storage is in it?
a dudabyte.
Yeah, it's just
The biggest one has a terabyte.
No one needs a terabyte worth of memory on their phone.
No.
If you're someone out there and you've maxed out your 512 gig iPhone, I want you to send me a screenshot of what you're maxing it out with because I'm very interested.
Hey, what are you doing?
If it's anything but downloaded podcasts of circling back, you need to delete everything.
all I need is the Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've always wondered how often people go to like burger joints or any joint really, not those kind, and get a burger, fries, and just polish it off with a shake. Because I never have room for the shake. Even if they're shakes, they're known for their shakes. I'm not getting the shake. I don't have room for that. in the
Sometimes you
belly.
just got to go off though. This is a hungover order for me. I will only get a shake if I'm like violently hungover and I just want a shake.
Should I apologize to Harry?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you need to publicly apologize.
Here's
to
his
Harry.
tweet though.
Do the Conor McGregor response.
Here's his tweet, though. Confirmed, all caps. The new iPhone 13 will be able to make and receive both phone calls and text messages! Exclamation point. Oh, dude.
Let him enjoy his
That's
virality.
I'll be honest, like to be fair, like Harry's kind of wrong here. They actually send iMessages and not text messages. Like they can send text messages, but I think the functionality more people will be interested in is the blue text.
Sadly, his tweet's like doing numbers.
Because you put him on.
Yeah, you quote
put him on
tweeted
the
it.
big
No, it's
stage.
because he hashtagged it Apple event, so everyone sees that dumb shit.
Yeah, but you have a bigger following than all the dorks that were liking his tweet in the first place.
Dorks just enabling that sense of humor.
Just tell me,
Anyway,
like,
I'm sorry.
hey Apple, like, instead of releasing a new fucking iPhone, just make it so we can, like, I don't know, mark texts on red.
This is a good tweet.
Not that hard to figure
Why
out.
can't we do that, man?
Take me to your Apple event.
Is that what it says? I couldn't read
It says look similar? Question mark?
Damn,
Wow,
are
that's-
they thinking that? Are they thinking the new iPhone's an alien?
And then
Whoa,
and then there's the guy who photoshops on like 16 camera lenses. Like, oh, here's the new. I got the new iPhone 20. It's already out. It's like, okay.
That should be our bet payoff. You have to do every Apple event for the next 5 years.
You have to live tweet
do
it.
that. You have to let us choose your tweets that you hashtag with Apple event.
Okay, so I discovered something last night, and it was that I said to Sally, I was like, yeah, we got a really funny submission for a fantasy football punishment, and it's that the loser of the league has to go get a yellow belt in karate. And she started laughing, and then she told me that her entire family used to do what's the word for it? It's Korean karate. There's a word for it. No, it's something else. And
Granny said Taekwondo.
now I have received photo and video evidence of her entire family wearing like the full suit, like full
Tang
outfits
Soo
and
Do?
stuff like that. I absolutely love it.
Was it Tang Soo Do?
No, let me just find it real quick. Buy me some time.
I wish it was like Muay Thai. I know it's not Muay Thai, but that would be fun if the whole family's in the Thai fighting.
Not Krav Maga, is it?
Hapkido. It's a hybrid Korean martial art in the form of self-defense that employs joint locks, grappling, throwing techniques, kicks, punches, and other striking attacks.
I did that in high school a lot, lock joints.
Damn.
That's sick.
Got those joints on lockdown?
Was smoking weed.
Dude, swag only though. That's what I heard.
We've
yeah,
had,
well,
like-
I was in high school. I was probably smoking pencil shavings
Why couldn't you get that chronic?
because I was 15 and I worked at UPS. It actually paid pretty well.
I believe it.
It did for a high school kid.
Did you have one of the brown outfits?
No, I was loading trucks. You let you wear what you want. I wore like a cut sleeve shirt showing off my very
Damn.
beautifully tiny arms.
Damn, Zaddy. Out here throwing boxes around.
Let me tell you this: if you ever wonder,
Chill.
if you ever want to know why your package is broken,
Never.
it's because some idiot like me was loading the truck.
Yeah.
Some kid who weighed 140 pounds was trying to.
Who does not care?
With
Who
his
does not
oiled
care?
Oiled up biceps out there just slinging packages.
Yeah.
You were oiling your biceps up before going to the UPS warehouse.
Yeah, you know, I had to earn their respect.
I learned 2 new things today. I learned that Dylan has a deep, deep hatred for Apple events and that Dave worked at UPS.
No, I love
he
Apple
loves
events.
them. He just hates the critics.
I just get tired of the dorks who think they're funny with the same jokes they've been making for the past 8 years.
They always play.
No,
The
never
same
did.
jokes, or they can just reuse them.
Let's get some programming notes out of the way. First and foremost, head over to Patreon. Right now we're doing Worst Of. You can still email worstof@washmedia.com with your story, or head over to Wash Media and send your story through the Worst Of site. Or we can completely transition to spooky season. Bless you, David.
Ragweed.
Spooky season is upon us. We will be starting it
gosh.
the last week of September. If you go and if you have any spooky stories, anything ghoulish, anything cryptic.
Let me say something. If you don't upgrade for spooky season, you're just an idiot.
Well, that's not what I was going to say.
Well,
I was going to.
I'm here to say people are idiots for not.
Thank you for the kind words, Dylan.
Damn, do we get Satan in here?
No,
Wow.
my throat is very sore.
Lucifer, morning. Email your stories to spooky@washedmedia.com. That's
Ooh.
spooky@washedmedia.com. So, yeah, if you have any spooky stories out there, maybe anything paranormal,
You know what I need to do?
decorate the stew.
I need to decorate the stew.
Absolutely
Yeah.
can't wait to decorate the new stew.
Shorty
It's fun.
spooky like ooh.
We should cut out some like ghosts and hang them, and do some fun shit.
Maybe
We
just
got
chill.
something. We got something.
You chill, bitch. What do we have?
And you know what? When I'm done with this studio, you're not going to want to step foot in it.
Are you gonna decorate it? We have some stuff here already, but it's just the same stuff we used last year.
What part of it's going to be spooky like ooh? Don't you understand? Because it seems like you're having a fundamental issue with my communication.
Spooky like ew.
Spooky like,
Some people really like the demon voice. Other people are just repulsed by it.
I like it. I can see Alyssa not liking it.
Nah,
I like a wolf howling at the moon. That's a good spooky.
I'm more of
sound.
a aye.
What, are you the grandpa from Johnny Tsunami?
I'm on the Chattahoochee.
Ay, bono.
I just
Chattahoochee.
I was thinking of a chainsaw firing up, and it brought me immediately back to a movie I watched last night, which I'll talk to you about in a little bit. Dirty Work. There's a scene.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So head over to patreon.com/circling back podcast. Like we said, spooky season is upon us. If you're waiting for spooky season, just go upgrade now so you can get some Worst Of content in your life and just see what that's all about as well. What are you waiting for? Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Worst of to spooky is the best 1-2 punch in content out there.
You're right. You're right.
That's like Luca to Tim Hardaway Jr.
Damn.
I would say more like Tim Hardaway Jr. to Luca.
Dude, that's like
Okay.
Bruno to Cristiano.
Ooh.
Damn.
Wait, Bruno's on that team?
Bruno.
Do they let him bring his bike out?
He
on
rides
the
his bike
sideline?
around the field in celebration. Go
I thought it
follow
was stationary.
They put wheels on it for the showmanship. Go follow Circling Back Pod and Wash Media as well. Leave a review, 5-star rating. Tell a friend about the podcast. And you can watch all of our episodes at youtube.com/washmedia. Mash that subscribe button for the Rand Man one time. Also, today's episode is presented by a very, very close sponsor of ours, Early Bird CBD. If you guys aren't familiar with Early Bird CBD, they're a recreational hemp product that contain around 2.5 milligrams of natural THC and around 12.5 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. These are formulated for fun and to make you feel good. These aren't your grandma's CBD gummies, my friends.
I've made the mistake of passing out a few samples to my loved ones, my friends, and they just keep coming back for more. And I got to tell them that, look, this isn't a free ride all the time.
Last night before I went to bed, I walked up over to our pantry where I keep our Early Bird CBD, and I saw how few samples we had left, and I said, Sally, we're done giving samples out. No one gets samples. They have to go use the damn promo codes and do that.
I took one last night, and it was fantastic.
I did too.
I was on my CBD shit.
There's
last
nothing
night.
like taking an Early Bird CBD and just getting absolutely loose for Bachelor in Paradise. Let me say that.
Or dirty work, as I explained earlier.
Yes. If you're looking for a full spectrum hemp-infused edible you will feel, look no further. These things are a little tricky. My advice, take one. Let it marinate for a little bit. And if you want to take another one, you can. But just
Or-
stick to one for the beginning.
The advice I gave my sister when I handed her some samples, I said, look, because she wanted to take them before work, and she gets a little anxious during work, and I said, well, take one at night first, because you might get a little lift from the THC, and I want you to know how it's going to affect you before you take it before work. So I haven't heard back. We'll see how she likes it. I'm sure she does.
These are available in three flavors, strawberry, watermelon, and lemon. And I will say, there's a nice touch scenario here. The watermelon packaging is green, but the watermelon gummies are red.
Oh, my gosh. You don't see
Dude,
that.
Christmas
You don't see
can't
that.
come soon enough.
Dude, it's crazy. It's
Those
crazy.
are Christmas colors, David.
Correct.
Yeah.
They even have lab reports on the site. That's how you know they're official.
I'm getting a little bit over my skis here, but these would make a great stocking stuffer.
You're not wrong.
Wow.
You're not wrong. It's only September, but I'm glad you're
Well,
thinking in terms of Christmas.
I don't want them to sell out or something because these are flying off the shelves.
We do want them to sell
Fancy
out.
like, oh, you know what I mean, though.
These guys were one of the original advertisers on Circling Back, so you know they're near and dear to us. They gave us our first ever physical dollar that we made.
It was, cash. They paid in cash.
So-
Dylan was like, no, it's not reported. Hey,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't
Dylan's like,
see
let's
that.
pocket that shit.
come on,
Oh,
man.
come
Come on.
No, luckily we paid taxes on that.
Let's
I
buy
think,
a
I
boat.
think we used that cash to open our bank account.
Yeah.
Actually.
Not to brag. We have a bank account.
Yeah, we
Not to
do.
brag.
That is
Brag.
true.
We do have money.
Pull the curtain back, Will.
We do have a discount code for you, 20% off of everything on earlybirdcbd.com. These are one-use codes. Our code is STEAM. Like I said, this is a one-use code. So if you're going to go there, load up because you're not going to be able to go back and get that deal again. Again, go to earlybirdcbd.com, use promo code STEAM, get 20% off of everything over on earlybirdcbd.com. And that's that. Some unfortunate news came across the TL yesterday to the point where I thought it was actually fake. And unfortunately, a person that's been near and dear to all of us, and I will say Dave is probably the one who enlightened me to Norm MacDonald more than I already was, but he passed away yesterday.
It's Dave's guy.
Yeah, so yesterday afternoon, I was actually with my dog, Randy, my actual dog, and we were coming back up to the office and got in, looked down at my phone, was getting blown up, a lot of texts, and I was like, uh-oh. And like the wide, the range of people texting me made me like really like, oh, what happened? And opened it, saw the story, wasn't completely. I was surprised, but like I hadn't heard. Norm's been keeping a low profile for a while, and so I was pretty shocked. I don't know. I knew something. I had this feeling something was up a while ago, and I know it's like Monday morning quarterbacking, but I didn't know what. And nobody really knew, I guess, except for his immediate family, that it was cancer. I believe I heard leukemia potentially. But yeah, yesterday was a tough day. Made a lot better by just Twitter was fun yesterday with Norm clips. Mm-hmm. There's so many, and we'll kind of get to his entire catalog. But like, just go type in Norm into Twitter, and like you will see. Shout out to everybody who took the time to rip the YouTube videos and just put them on Twitter instead of just posting the link and not making me open YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not trying to click through.
No, and I was guilty of that too. But yeah, man, it was pretty wild. And like you said, yeah, Norm was probably, I mean, he was my favorite comedian, is my favorite stand-up comedian of all time. Favorite Weekend Update anchor. I mean, my wheelhouse of SNL was early 90s to the late 90s, early 2000s. I stuck with it a little bit after they fired him for making one too many OJ and Michael Jackson jokes. Shout out Don Ohlmeyer, fucking scumbag. But yeah, that was my formative years, and I can remember like watching SNL with my dad, my sister, and just cracking up at Norm. Was a big Dennis Miller fan. His work on Update, like Kevin Nealon, but Norm just had such a unique style that I don't know. I probably modeled a lot of myself after his sense of style, his sense of humor, as evidenced by like how many people texted me like, "Oh yeah, you're the first person I thought of," and I was like,
Oh,
damn.
I think you were the first person in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
My first exposure to Norm MacDonald was when I went on spring break in 7th grade, and we had one of the guys that we were on spring break with, one of the other kids. He had downloaded some of the Celebrity Jeopardy stuff onto his maybe he even just burned a CD
Like
of
a
it.
mini disc.
And so I had Turd Ferguson at my fingertips for the entire spring break, and I don't think I've ever laughed harder at that point in my life than I did listening to the first ever time I heard Turd Ferguson. And then from that point on, like I liked Norm. We've talked about Dirty Work recently numerous times, and I
Yeah.
was a big fan of that. I think I underrated him for a long time, and I think it actually took me meeting you, Dave, to understand like that he wasn't just a funny guy from SNL, or he wasn't just this like guy on Twitter that just puts out takes. Like
Live tweets golf tournament.
he was just he's great, and yeah, it took you entering my life in order for me to understand what Norm MacDonald actually was. And I don't know. It was a somber day yesterday because I mean not only was it just too soon, it was just like
61.
shocking. But I think Pete Blackburn was the first person on my timeline that was like, this is sad, but this has been a great timeline day for watching old clips and just smiling about it.
Yeah. When I think of Norm, I think of his delivery. Mm-hmm. Just an all-time, just dry, perfect delivery, which, separates really funny people from not so funny people. His was just very unique and just perfect. And we talked about Dirty Work in here like very recently and how I'd never seen it, and Dave got up and walked off set because he was so appalled. So I watched it last night to honor Norm, and man, it was hilarious. I laughed out loud probably 3 or 4 different times in the movie, which is pretty rare for me.
I was surprised you
Yeah.
hadn't seen it because there's a ton of things. I went back and watched like just some clips of it last night, and I was like, oh, dude, this is stuff that Dylan would find
It's so
absurd.
It's so stupid funny.
Chris
And
Farley has one of the most
the people in that movie,
insane
I wasn't ready for
cameos.
it. Yeah, Chris Farley's in it. His brother's in it.
Yeah, his brother's
Adam
in it.
Sandler's in it. Of course, Artie Lang is his co-star, and Artie Lang's his fit in the first like 20 minutes of the movie, like a skin tight. I don't even know what material that is, like polo shirt with loose fitting, corduroy pants, like just so like late 90s trash.
Don Rickles,
Yeah.
who's a great character. That the scene of when he lines up the movie theater employees and he's just berating Artie is so good.
Like so unnecessary.
It's just he goes to Norm. He's like, "Oh, what do you think? It's funny?" He's like, "What do you laugh at?" He's like, "Oh, just the part where you're talking into his belly."
Yeah, stuff like that's funny. They brought all the dead. We don't need to go over every scene. They brought the dead fish into that house, and they're planning it all around. There's just like a gruesome crime scene that unfolds like in the next room. And
Yeah, that movie is like it's just like a volume shooting of every Norm bit from the '90s. Note to Self, was a
funny.
big player for us in high school. The Note to Self.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we'll bring that back. But
Oh, and of course, Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin.
Forgot his name. Something McDonald. Actually,
Isn't
his
it
name,
Rory?
too.
He's
Isn't
Shooter.
it
He's
Rory?
Shooter McGavin. We don't need to give him an actual name.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's funny, man, because like I can't get past the Chris Farley cameos. It was so fucking fun. The Rolling Stone, the street fight, the bar fight scene,
Yeah.
is so stupid.
Did you read the article that I retweeted yesterday
No,
from New Yorker? He wrote an article for New Yorker. I don't know when he wrote this.
Norm did.
Yeah, and it was about what he called the greatest show of his life when he went to a prison and did a show for about 6 to 7 people in a giant auditorium. And it was a prison for people that were insane, that had gotten off of their crimes because they pled insanity.
Okay.
And so like only a few people showed up to the show, but just you could reading the entire column in his voice, and the way that he wrote it was, I was reading it and I was just like, man, like this guy is, the reason that he's so good is his delivery, and just reading him and reading his writing, it's not just his delivery. Like he is just a smart, witty, and very aware person of how funny he is. And it's just great. I don't know. I underrated him for so long.
Yeah, and I think this will expose a whole new generation to his comedy, and I get it's probably not for everybody. It's definitely not, and that's kind of what makes it great. But yeah, after SNL, he had the Norm Show for a few seasons, and then Norm was like a somewhat early adopter of the podcast. He had the YouTube show, which was the Norm podcast or whatever, that I was a huge fan of. Go back and watch some of the highlights of that. Like I'm telling you, it will be worth your time. He's a great interviewer, and like he has. It's interesting I want to go back and watch some of it, knowing that he's been fighting cancer for 10 years, because in some of these, he comes in looking a little bit rough, and like his energy levels are pretty low, and you're like, man, is Norm okay? The one with Larry King is absurd. The Tom Green one's great. Adam Egget, his sidekick on the show, is like the perfect sidekick. Adam Egget now runs, I think, Rogan's Comedy Club in Austin. Anyway, check that out. And then, like, one of my favorite things that no one really watched, I guess, was on Comedy Central, and it was the sports show with Norm MacDonald, where it was essentially Weekend Update with all the relevant sports headlines, and it was just teed up for Norm, and it was so good. All that stuff's available on YouTube, as are most of his Weekend Update monologues with include the OJ jokes are definitely on there, the ones that eventually got him fired from the show. But yeah, it was a tough day. It's like, I think somebody told me, like, man, you said on an old episode that one would hit you really hard, and I was like, man, I guess I did.
I think we did a segment of like what celebrity deaths would hit us the hardest on Touching Base at one point.
Was it Touching Base?
And I think 2 of the people that were named during that have now passed. It was Arnold Palmer was definitely one, and Norm MacDonald.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody who reached out to me to make sure I was okay. I was like, yeah, I'm okay.
Dylan and I sent the same text at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks, but I'll be. Here's a little preview of my weekend in fun. Be doing a lot of YouTubing, a lot of Norm YouTubing.
I think Dirty
Work.
Dirty Work's in the mix for me this weekend. There's no choice but to sit down and watch some Dirty Work this weekend.
One of my favorite Norm small appearances in Billy Madison, which one of my favorite comedies of all time, and. They're sitting there and they're watching the news. They're watching TV, and like
I know
they get the principal to like the principal. It's like he's about to expose Billy, and they're like, at 10, the heir to the hotel fortune accused of fraud or whatever, and like it's clearly him.
It's very obviously Billy.
They're all looking at it shocked, and he just goes, now, maybe it's somebody else.
No.
Yeah, his comedic timing is impeccable, and his stand-up, go back and watch it. The stuff he did beginning of the pandemic was really funny. He was a great guest on Conan, great guest on Letterman.
Dude, that's the kind of line that's so Norm that you wouldn't be surprised if it's just ad-libbed, in the scene.
Yeah, I bet there was a lot of that going on back then. So
I think his influence is larger than I could ever understand in terms of this podcast, and I think that is heavily due to Dave. And I don't know if the podcast would be what it is, ever gotten off its feet without some Norm influence in the game.
Dude, he followed Circling Back.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
Yep. I don't know why.
I don't either. I had interacted with him once. I had tweeted him a couple times, and he responded once. I posted it yesterday about the Mavs, but I don't know how he found circling back. I don't know if he listened. I remember kind of having that thought where it was like, oh man, do I want him to listen? Like, I'm afraid like it's kind of the don't meet your heroes thing. Like, I would be so upset if I found out he listened. I was like, oh, this sucks. This is terrible. But that was kind of cool. Still,
Yeah.
he never really interacted with us on circling back, but he was at least aware that there was a thing called Circling Back podcast, which was cool.
Love that.
So,
Is it time to talk about woolly mammoths?
hard pivot.
Hard pivot.
Yeah.
There's no good transition.
Yeah, so this woolly mammoth thing was in the news. I think it's been in the news for a few years now because there were talks of bringing the woolly mammoth back for environmental reasons, and now there's like actual funding for it. So I think we're going to see woolly mammoths at some point.
Using recovered DNA to genetically resurrect an extinct species, the central idea behind Jurassic Park films, may be moving closer to reality with the creation this week of a new company that aims to bring back woolly mammoths thousands of years after the last giants disappeared from the Arctic tundra. Flush, with $15 million with a $15 million infusion of funding, Harvard University genetics professor George Church, known for his pioneering work in genome sequencing and gene splicing, hopes the company can usher in an era where mammoths walk the Arctic tundra again. Let's ride.
I love this kind of shit so much.
I'm all for bringing back many animals.
So here's a question, and this has nothing. I mean, this has somewhat to do with this. If we're just bringing back woolly mammoths, why are we not using this same technology to bring back endangered species that are valuable to the ecosystem now?
I think
no.
I think we know.
I think this will be like a first step in like an experiment to do what you just said.
Okay.
Should we be doing the first step? Should the experiment be with a woolly mammoth?
Yeah. Say we did it with like a bird or something. Like, are we
Cricket,
doing
like something tiny.
what did woolly mammoths eat?
I think they eat grass. I think I think that's part of the thing with the tundra. They eat. They're worried about it melting.
Mammoths once scraped away layers of snow so cold that air could reach the soil and maintain the permafrost. After they disappeared, the accumulated snow, with its insulating properties, meant the permafrost began to warm, releasing greenhouse gases, according to scientists.
So a TLDR for that would be accumulation, no freezing.
They argue that returning mammoths, or at least hybrids that would fill the same ecological niche, however you want to say that word, to
Dan
the
says
Arctic
It
could
depends
reverse-
on if you're with Dan or Jester.
could reverse that trend.
A lot of people say niche, and I didn't know that until I met Dan.
You said to me one time after Dan said niche in a meeting, you like approached me after and you were like, is that pronounced like that?
I've said niche, but
This is
niche
crazy.
fancy as fuck.
This is cool.
Okay, when's this happening? I need this to happen soon.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know, Dave.
Is it sad that when I Google, like whenever I Google a science question, it always comes up from like National Geographic Kids? It's like I'm not actually asking questions that have merit. I just get the kids' answers.
I feel like
Okay.
it's a good question.
Do scientists have the ability to bring back any species of animal, as long as they have, of course, they have to recover some kind of DNA from it?
If they can bring back a woolly mammoth from 10,000 years ago, I don't see any reason why we can't bring back like a recently extinct
Yeah.
animal.
Or comedian.
Right.
Can they clone Rosie so I never have to go without Rosie?
Like the rhinos, like there's what?
Yes, you can do that. That is a thing now.
People actually do that.
It's like $30,000.
Yeah.
And it's I get why someone would do it, not for me.
Although it's like a genetic copy, they're still like they're not like the exact same dog.
Yeah. Can I ask a question about dogs and death real quick?
If you want to bring it down, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do y'all think you're going to get another dog before your current dog dies?
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's a scenario where I don't do that. I don't think I can go one night without a dog in my house at this point, and I think I have to get another dog.
This has been the TFM of the Week segment. It's a callback. I've thought about that just because you notice with a lot of dogs, when they get like older, senior, and you bring a puppy around them or like a younger dog, they get a little bit more pep in their step.
Oh yeah. Bay and I have talked about getting another golden.
I think we will get another Springer Spaniel, but I think we'll get a different color. I think if we had like the same coloration, I'd feel weird about it after Rosie
Coloration.
passed.
We're gonna get
Finish
a traditionally colored golden
Okay.
one.
So you get the cream and the golden.
Yeah. I like the red ones, but she's not into those as much.
Oh, I like the red ones a lot.
Cool.
I've often said that the only thing missing from our household is red golden retriever hair to complement Randy's white hair that sheds everywhere.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh, I told my
People have multiple goldens.
we had
That's
dinner with my
crazy.
dad last night, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get a another dog," and he was like,
Dog.
"You're getting rid of Stella?" Like, no, we're gonna have 2 dogs.
Yeah, we're
Your
rehoming.
dad's
We're not
old-
replacing
That's
her.
old school. That's yeah.
like no.
But yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we would honestly, if depending on what we do with potential kid numero dos, maybe we'll get a puppy.
You have some news?
No, I'm just if we decide to, I don't know if we have room in our current house to have a puppy and a baby.
Just get bunk beds, dog.
That's a
Question.
great point. Who gets top bunk?
The dog.
I don't know how easy it is to recover. How easy it is to recover dino DNA. We've all seen the movie. I get it, but
Tree sap.
could we actually do this with dinosaurs and just do one, and like a nice herbivore just to study it and see what's going on there?
It's just, as we learned from the movie, Dylan. I think it's a slippery slope.
Let's holler at a
Correct.
stegosaurus.
These people
or
have too much
something.
power.
Show me a stegosaurus.
Like, so if these
We should do
Harvard
the Pegasaurus.
if these Harvard nerds decide to resurrect these woolly mammoths, where are they going to be doing this? Like, where would these woolly mammoths be farmed? Because they have to let them grow, and they have to study them before they just release them to the wild.
Right.
So where's the woolly mammoth farm going to be? Because I want to go see
Dude,
that.
I don't
Think
know.
about how much numbers like an Instagram account where it's like the this dog raised this woolly mammoth as its own, and it's just like the dog like with the puppy or the baby woolly mammoth. What do you call a baby woolly mammoth?
A woolly small. It's not mammoth anymore.
Okay, so it's actually a
Really
hybrid.
small.
This is actually a hybrid animal that's part elephant.
Okay,
It's called a mammothant.
that's fine.
I don't like that.
I'll take a hybrid.
So they're going to splice bits of DNA recovered from the frozen mammoth specimens into that of an Asian elephant, the mammoth's closest living relative. Duh. The resulting animal, known as a mammothant, will look and presumably behave much like a woolly mammoth.
Can you
How
imagine?
do we know how they behaved? We don't know that.
Yeah, we have no clue.
Yeah, this thing could come out like doing the worm. Be like, well, this is what they were doing.
Doing the
ancient-
worm.
You think the
many
woolly
years
mammoth
ago.
is going to be
You don't know that.
after 10,000 years? The first
There's
thing
no-
the woolly mammoth population is going to do is the worm.
Well, there's no way of knowing.
It's true. No, you're right. You're right. Is there going to be like videos of like this? Watch this woolly mammoth reunite with the guy that created him from Harvard, and then like the woolly mammoth runs up and like stomps him out,
It just puts a tusk through his torso.
just kills him.
Let's make one brachiosaurus.
I don't
That's
know
all
what that
I'm
is.
saying.
You know way more about dinosaurs
That's
than I
the
do.
tallest one. The big boys.
I think-
it's not the biggest.
Why would we make the tallest one? That could get out of control quick.
for the specimen of it, for the I mean, I would fly. I would take Parks wherever that thing is in the world just to see it.
This says that the most docile and gentle dinosaur is a brachiosaurus.
How do we know that?
That I have so many questions about how we know certain things about
what
dinosaurs.
if we think that and we bring it back and it's just a complete asshole?
Yeah. What
Like
if it
this
just
thing
sucks?
cannot be reasoned with.
Yeah, it's a plant.
It cannot be managed.
You know,
I no longer have a manager.
Like he eats the last slice of pizza. He like leaves the gate open. You're like,
You don't eat
This
pizza."
fucking brachiosaurus, a real dick.
you probably would eat pizza.
Yeah, they would 100% eat
It's
pizza.
Bay. You don't think he's gonna eat?
If you put pizza in front of a cow, is it gonna eat it?
Yeah, it's pizza, dude.
Let's do that with a
have you
Detroit
Have you ever
style
seen
Pizza
one
Hut.
person turn down pizza?
Well,
One.
it's not a person. That's the thing.
Have you ever seen anything turn down pizza?
I've never seen someone hold pizza up in front of a cow though.
I want to try to give Randy pizza, my dog, not you.
He would eat. He would like it, Dave.
Rosie will literally eat anything. She does not care.
She's fancy like, ooh,
If you took her to Applebee's, she would be getting that Oreo shake immediately.
little
That's what she
chocolate.
would order?
Man. You shouldn't
Yeah.
eat that.
Yeah, I don't think dogs are supposed to have dairy or chocolate.
Just bring back a dinosaur, man. Everyone wants to see it.
I'm in. I like woolly mammoths too.
I've gained a huge appreciation for dinosaurs having my son as my son.
I'm currently at a crossroads because I'm like, should I have Fritz go directly into the dinosaur world when he can start like understanding this
It's a
stuff?
fun world.
But then I was thinking, should I just have him go straight into the current animal kingdom so we
Current.
can go out and see these things and not have to like kick ourselves?
You mean because his favorite animal wouldn't be an extinct one?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
We're gonna bring the Brachiosaurus back and like find out like he's the dude who like He's always late with his rent check. He never chips in on groceries and stuff. Just a shitty roommate. Like, God damn it, got the wrong guy back.
It's not the heaviest dinosaur though, which I learned recently.
What's the heaviest dinosaur?
The Argentinosaurus. They look similar.
I thought it was the Chubosaurus.
That's what they used to call you in prison, right?
Yeah, I did 3.5 on
Did
a
you look
5.
it up, Will?
Yeah.
How big is it?
Actually, from my research, this actually says the Ligmosaurus is actually bigger.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
That's crazy. The D's Rex is also larger.
We knew a guy named D-Rex.
D-Rex?
Yeah, the D stood for Dumpasaurus. It was mean. It was a mean nickname.
Did he have a big ass?
I think he took it on. I think he
like-
listens to the show.
It's in my shirt.
Dude, shots to, what's his name? D-Saurus?
D-Rex.
You know, I knew him for a long time. I've known him for a long time. I worked with him after college. I did not know the D stood for Dumpasaurus.
You did it?
I just thought D-Rex. And it didn't make sense because his initials were not D.
Dumpasaurus, dude.
Dumpasaurus.
He was a thick boy.
Thotosaurus. Can we talk about Grammarly?
I was waiting. I've been champing at the bit.
There's some people out there, they're heading back to school. You probably got to spend a lot of time writing. But with Grammarly's digital writing assistant, you don't have to spend a lot of time editing, and that's a beautiful thing. Grammarly, if you're not familiar, saves you time on your assignments so you can spend more time making memories. They also provide advanced suggestions for clarity and tone improvement so you can finish your classwork faster than ever. Grammarly is an all-in-one writing tool that improves your productivity and saves you time when you have multiple assignments to complete. I felt like kind of a cheater when I was at Grand X because the first thing I did when I started at Grand X when I was editing columns was just download Grammarly. And I have to say, it expedited my job a lot. It made editing a lot easier for me.
Meanwhile, I thought you were just super good at grammar and smart, but
It also taught me a lot about grammar because I learned through my mistakes and I learned through other people's mistakes.
Wow, you learned a valuable lesson.
I also I get their emails now because I am a premium subscriber, and apparently my tone in emails lately has been a little not negative but a little stern.
a little aggressive, huh?
So I'm gonna start mixing in some more exclamation points to make sure that everyone knows that I'm having a good time.
You've kind of been a jerk lately in emails.
It's wild what an exclamation point can do to a sentence, man.
Oh, it's crazy.
Are there some people that you, like, not to y'all, but I would never do an exclamation in an email to y'all, but like to like our accountants or something, or people who like don't really know my personality, I'll hit them with one.
You feel like a jerk not doing
Yeah,
it.
I know,
you guys
I can't
you would be disgusted by how many exclamation points I use without.
Have a great weekend, period. No. Have a
Like,
great
I'm
weekend.
getting
Have a great weekend.
We just informed a lot of people of like our wedding plans, and some people are having to respond
What?
like, "Hey, I can't make it because whatever." I'm like, "Thanks for letting us know." And if you don't put an exclamation at the end of that, it sounds like you're just really put out by them not like
Hey,
attending.
thanks for letting us know.
Thanks for letting us know.
Hey, yeah, thanks for letting us
But
know.
if it's like, "Thanks for letting us know,"
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, he's cool with it."
Well, as we've explained, Grammarly, it improves your writing, and it's an easy way to do it. Grammarly works like a virtual proofreader with intelligent suggestions to improve anything you write, from 1,000-word essays to 100-character tweets. Beyond fixing spelling and grammar, they also offer those clarity and tone suggestions that I just mentioned. It's a free AI-powered writing assistant, and you're safe from embarrassing spelling, grammar, and punctuation mistakes. Grammarly will even give you a heads up if your writing is unclear, wordy, or strikes the wrong tone. With Grammarly's browser extension, you can write faster and more effectively across the web, whether you're using Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. Grammarly even works in Google Docs. Shouts to Google Docs. I was having some issues earlier today, but not because of Grammarly. It's because, like, why do you copy? Like, whenever I copy and paste stuff, it just doesn't.
You're asking me?
Yeah, sorry.
Cannot copy and paste.
Trying to get my document to PDF.
You don't have to make this a punk song.
And when you upgrade to Grammarly Premium, you get access to even more advanced suggestions and features to level up your writing even more for as low as $12 a month with a yearly subscription. This semester, save time on your assignments and essays with Grammarly. Sign up for free today at Grammarly.com/Steam. That's GRAMMARLY.com/Steam.
Very cool.
We had a major event, big social media event that went down.
Ooh, can I guess what it was?
Yeah,
Was it Truck Month?
it wasn't Truck Month.
Was it the Apple event?
It wasn't the Apple event.
And all the
Applebee's
dorks, all the
event.
dorks swarming with their jokes.
It was the Met Gala, and I was kind of surprised that they had the Met Gala the same nights that the Mets were actually playing. I was like, the Mets can't even show up if the gala, like, if there's a gala elsewhere, and they have to be at like whatever their stadium is.
Was this? Remember we had lunch at Galatoire's?
Yeah, dude, we should have had fit pics going off into Galatoire's. We should have gotten a paparazzi photographer.
I basically
We got
had
a fit.
one.
We got a fit pick off.
We did. What was his name? That got us that fit pic?
Desmond?
Something sick. I don't know.
I think we followed him, or we at least
We credit him.
we definitely tagged him. We could go find it.
How do y'all feel about the Met Gala in general? Do you know what it's for?
There is a charitable aspect to it, right?
I couldn't tell you. Like,
Damon.
I don't even know what they do when they get inside the gala. Is it just like mixing it up and having cocktail hour, or like do they have speakers?
There's a dinner.
What do they have for dinner? Is it fancy like Applebee's?
They do the Bourbon Street steak. Did you guys have a steak on Bourbon Street? Did I miss that whole memo? Like, is Bourbon Street known for their steaks?
I didn't have any steak.
Why is that a thing at Applebee's?
I didn't have any steak.
I'm
when
not
we were there.
opposed to it, but I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question.
What is it called? A Bourbon Street steak?
Correct.
Oh, I don't know then. Yeah, what do they do inside the Met Gala? They just talk about their money and their outfits? What goes on?
$35,000 a ticket, huh?
Really? You have to buy a ticket to go to this shit?
Someone posted a picture of the meals they
Yes.
were served. I don't know if
It's
it's real
very
or not.
expensive.
You don't just get invited to it?
No, it's
Some people
like
get invited.
It's a charitable thing, I think.
So all of these celebrities pay. They don't get in free and just
No.
like they're not just there for, have A-listers get
They don't
photographed.
all pay. They don't. Someone's like sponsored, covered, and I don't know.
You know, I was actually invited, and I was there about to go in. But when I saw that AOC had the dress that I was going to wear on, I was just so embarrassed that I had to leave.
Okay. You guys ready for this?
Please.
The Met Gala, formerly
Okay.
called the Costume Institute Gala or the Costume Institute Benefit,
Met Gala is a better name.
and also known as the Met Ball, is an annual fundraising gala for the benefit of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in New York City. It marks the opening of the Costume Institute's annual fashion exhibit. This is a lot. This is a lot of stuff just for a museum to have a fashion exhibit.
Man, I was thinking this was like, world hunger or homelessness or, childhood.
No, it's the
Cancer.
fashion exhibit of the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Keep naming causes.
This is a letdown.
I didn't
A huge
know that
letdown.
exhibit.
Well-
I didn't know exhibit had a yearly thing that needed to get opened at the Met.
Dude, he just pimps everyone's ride while they're inside. That's part of it. That's what you included in the $35,000 ticket.
You get dressed in the theme of what you want your ride pimped as.
Ooh.
There are more deserving, philanthropical.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But I always hate that when like
No,
someone
it's fine. It's fine. I'm just
like you donate to this particular cause, like well, I guess this other 10,000.
You're right.
This
You're
doesn't
right.
matter.
What
I know what you're
is
saying.
not super fair.
But no, I mean like the arts, they're a big deal.
Arts
I
are
guess I don't know. Maybe they have an issue with the being defunded up there. I don't know. Look, this will shock you guys. I don't know a lot about this scene.
No,
Where is the Met Gala held?
New York City. Probably at the museum, if I had to guess. Nicki Minaj was not in attendance because she is not vaccinated, and they required a vaccination as well as a negative PCR test, I believe.
Vaccination, no entry.
Correct. And she did not get. She's not vaccinated because her cousin in Trinidad got vaccinated.
Oh, how'd that go?
And it made his balls get really big.
I'm sorry.
No, her cousin's friend.
Oh, her cousin's friend.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
I like that.
Can I pull back the curtain here? Can I pull down the pants here? One of us had some discomfort in that spot. We talked about it.
My balls was hurt. That's true.
They
And
didn't swell though, did they?
I heard from other people who listened to the episode when I talked about it that their balls also hurt after getting vaxxed.
Which I remembered.
Did
and
not
then
swell though.
some people on Twitter were saying, "Oh, this is not a thing," and I'm like, my buddy's balls got pain.
I mean,
Just saying.
I would get vaccinated and then get giant balls and then dressed as Sam Cassell for the Met Gala. Do you guys think I could pull off a Sam Cassell costume?
No, I don't.
We have some
I sure hope
costumes.
not.
We have some costumes that I've sent to Randy to put on the screen. Randy, do you want to toss some of these up here so we can discuss some of these? If you're watching on, if you're just listening, you can watch on YouTube and see exactly what we're seeing on the screens. Just to be clear, we have noted artist, singer, dancer, wife of Russell Wilson, Sierra, who went as Russell Wilson.
I believe she's also wearing a Super Bowl ring.
I don't like this. I like the fact that she wore the Super Bowl ring, but I don't like that she's simping so hard for her husband, who I don't really like that much.
She looks great.
She's very beautiful to me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I'd love to see her 1-2 step personally.
Sierra is all time.
She is.
That's a great
She's
song.
scorching. Shouts to Russ.
I just
Wanna know?
I don't like the idea. Like, what if Alyssa went to the Met Gala and decided to dress as like you? She put on like a fake mustache and a podcasting uniform.
What is that? What would that look like?
Joggers and something that we had sent to us from a sponsor.
Blogger scrubs.
A rowback polo.
She's in a rowback polo, some joggers from Public Rec, and then she has a microphone attached to her ear.
I would be fine with that. I would be like, where'd you find the $35,000?
Yeah, that'd be a good question.
Did I miss something? Did we get some money back?
Who else do we have, Randall? We have a collage of sorts. Billie Eilish, I thought actually crushed this because I had no clue it was Billie Eilish, and I was psyched when I realized it was her.
I had no clue
Did you
that
see
was.
Haley Steinfeld?
Yeah,
She was unrecognizable.
Who was that?
I mixed up who Haley Steinfeld is with Haley Bieber, and so I said yes, even though I have no fucking clue who
Haley
you're talking
Steinfeld
about.
is a very pretty actress. She was in.
Was she on Steinfeld?
She was in True Grit.
She was a love interest of Jerry one season.
No.
Come on.
She was in True Grit. She was younger. She
Okay.
grew up.
As they often do.
She looked like a bombshell. Then we also had Aesop Rocky, who decided to wear his grandma's blanket.
Aesop.
Whatever. ASAP.
ASAP.
I'm from
One of the better ACL shows that I really didn't have any. I wasn't looking. I was just like, okay, I'll check it out. I was indifferent. It was good.
He's got a heater out right now.
Does he?
Hold on,
I feel like I
don't-
need to get more into him.
Hold on.
He's hot. He's pretty.
Dylan's looking for this heater from
He is
2 years
very.
ago.
He's very handsome.
Is he pretty Flacco?
Very handsome man. His heater is called Every Day. One
Wow.
word every day.
Thank you.
As in the adjective. A lot of people use it as a noun, and they shouldn't.
Okay. We don't care.
You
as
can
much
use
you
anything
do.
as a noun if you really want to.
I don't know what Haley Steinfeld looks like, so someone who's looking at what she wore right now, like, don't even.
Well, she looks nothing like she looks in that picture.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
This is look.
Who's this turd on the right?
Timothy Chalamet? Timothée? Come on, dude. He's-
Shalom the God.
I was not a fan of his fit. He pretty much wore sweatpants with like a I don't know, a white tux jacket. Like what? I don't get it. I do stand Timothy though.
I stand Jimothy. Have y'all been bumping that Jimothy?
I have not been bumping that Jimothy. ASAP did take off of his blanket and he unveiled a pretty clean looking tux look.
And that Rihanna.
They were the last ones to show up, which I think is a major flex.
Yeah.
Think they were burning in the limo?
So tell me this.
Burning, not concerning.
So Nicki Minaj, so she said she has to do some more research on her own before she gets vaccinated.
Yeah.
Hasn't there? I only seen enough research.
I would like to see.
There's a lot of.
I want to see
this
her.
has been out for a while.
I
This
want to
isn't
see her
something-
Google history
She hasn't
after
done
she
her
does
own
this.
research.
Like, what
Dan.
is that? Like, it needs some
Because
peer-reviewed papers.
Her YouTubing and Facebooking is going to...
She's busy. Maybe she hasn't
me-
been able to keep up on
You know
stuff,
what?
man. She's out here putting out hits.
I am not a Nicki stan, but I do stan her Twitter persona because she will go at anybody. Meghan McCain, who is the one we were looking at this morning. Joy Reid. I mean, she'll go at but the way she does it, she doesn't do it in like a. She's not afraid to tell somebody to like eat shit or something. Literally.
Yeah, I might start doing that. To all the A-list celebrities that tweet at me.
Yeah, I kind of love it. I love unhinged people I love unhinged celebs on Twitter.
Hey, Meghan McCain. You stink.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Should we delete
Wow.
that? That was a little unhinged.
You're crazy. But that's what we like about you because you're not afraid to go there.
Do we have a couple more photos, Randy? Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian went as a ghost. I respect what she did.
You know, looks like more like a Dementor to me.
Okay.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that's a ghost?
Well, I don't know, because when she stands in front of something, you can't really see what she's doing.
okay.
I kind of loved what she did, and I don't really know why. It's just weird. I liked the fact that like the unintentional comedy of her standing next to Kendall and her just being like a blank spot in front of a wall and Kendall looking like incredible. It's just hilarious to me. I'm gonna go as just for spooky season.
She was the only celeb masked up.
True. No, there was other ones. Sierra was
yeah.
masked up.
Sierra
Bennifer
wear a
kissed
mask?
each other with masks on.
They did?
It's hard to say that.
You know they're living in
plural.
Austin right now.
I do know that.
Do you know where they're living?
No.
I got some rumblings.
Downtown.
Yeah, there's talk of them being at the Austin Proper Hotel downtown. That's where
Is that big time
their
facts?
residence is.
Interesting.
Oh, dude,
That's unconfirmed. That's unconfirmed.
I haven't noticed them.
Maybe we can catch them at La Piscina.
You're trying to get fajitas off with Benifer.
Would you? That sounds great.
Among celeb couples, that is probably the most unapproachable couple. Affleck and J-Lo.
I don't even care to see them in Austin because there's like what it's Benifer. Like they're not going to be cool.
No, but I would. This is a little bit age. Hit me with that bonk. I want to see J-Lo in person.
You think he walks around with
Rocked up.
those iced Dunkin' coffees everywhere he goes?
Why is every photo of him, he just looks completely beaten down?
He's
doing a
depressed,
bit.
David. He's depressed.
No, he's doing a bit.
But like he leans into it, right?
He's carrying like 7 giant iced coffees wherever he goes when he's photographed in public.
Why can't he? I mean, he has Ben Affleck money. He could just have someone get the coffee for him.
Exactly.
It's very fair.
I mean, I know he's like a regular guy, just a classic Boston guy.
They're
you
just
know?
like
just
us.
like you and me.
Hey,
Freaking J-Lo, man.
fucking, she's a
She's
rocket
smoke
ship.
show.
Fucking to the
Have you
moon.
seen how old is
Oh
she?
my
Oh my
God.
She aged like a can of Foster's.
How you like them apple bottom jeans with the boots with the
Fucking give me a Sam Adams.
fucking smoking?
We've lost the Northeast contingent.
Yeah, they hate us.
Yeah, they're all done.
And
They hate
I'll
us.
take ownership of it.
Do we have one last fit, Randy? Oh, Lil Nas.
Oh.
He came through with 3 different outfits on
Okay.
one runway, and I fucking love it. He's also showcasing that cake.
Ooh, he is.
What is the
Quite
middle
cakey.
one? Is that
I think, I'm
Metal?
not sure, but I think he posted a photo of his middle one, which he looks like he's in a suit of armor. And I think there's an anime character that's like that. And he probably is one of the first people to ever dress as an anime character.
He looks
for
kind of
this.
like that fella on Star Wars.
Hard to say. C3PO?
C-3PO?
Not okay, maybe not.
Yeah, no,
not the short squad.
That's R2-D2.
Yeah.
Did he just question us on C3PO versus R2D2? What are you doing?
I don't know these characters.
Dude, you are
names.
such not a nerd.
Oh, man. Well, this is cool. I hope to one day be in the 1%.
Should we buy tickets next year? Should we crowdfund tickets next year and we just show up chunking deuces?
Horses in the back. He's also got the cake in the back. You know what
He
I'm
does.
saying?
He does. Can we get, like, if we got tickets for this, are we allowed to walk in on the red carpet? This could be big for us.
I think anybody who has the $35,000 gets the red carpet treatment.
We can put a little bit of money away each month, save up, and get one of us in.
I'll nominate Will.
Then
I don't
we'll
want
be
to
like,
go.
Who's this guy?
No, you have to go.
No, I can't.
You have to go. You have to go as Sam What's-His-Face.
I can't.
Bolo
This goes
tie.
against everything.
Felt cowboy hat, boots.
I'm
not
going to
with the
go,
fur.
but I'm going to wear my Tax the Rich dress. Okay?
I'm going to go dressed as an A&M student going to a football game. I'm just going to put a game day polo on, some Wranglers, and some square-toed boots and just roll up to the Met Gala. See what they do.
Tailgater of the week.
Yep. I'm bringing Michael as my +1.
Bud Light's Ultimate Tailgater?
Uh-huh.
Do you think they serve Bud Light Lime at the Met Gala?
You know, he's a large guy.
Yeah.
And I've always been like, man, I wonder if this guy's ever just going to like run into me and just beat the shit out of me. Because like he's probably like past it. He's like, all right, you know, that was in the past, did this stupid video. And I can't let it go.
He's Bud Light's ultimate tailgater.
That's the thing about him.
He's a tailgater that also plays ultimate.
Yeah,
I can see Randy. Randy, are you into ultimate? He shrugged yes.
What is ultimate?
Ultimate frisbee?
Oh,
It's like
frisbee.
soccer with a frisbee.
No, I know
Right?
what ultimate frisbee is. I didn't know that's what you were referring to. You just called it ultimate.
That's how they refer to it. That's what the
know
what
what?
the ones in the know just call it
I'm
ultimate.
going to say it. If the backers crowdfund my ticket to this, I will wear the oversized Arby's polo.
That's the move.
There we go.
I'll recreate the entire. I still have the shoes.
There we go.
The NEQ Adidas. I don't know.
I have recently acquired an embroidery machine.
Okay.
And so if you want me to buy a double XL white polo and embroider the Arby's logo on it, I will do that for you because you have one that fits you now and that doesn't count.
I'm sorry, I gained 35 pounds of muscle.
I don't know if you did.
Those are 2 different polos.
No, I just filled out, bro. Why can't you respect that?
No one could fill out.
Why
the
do you
other
hate
one.
when somebody else eats?
You do. It's a good point.
It's the crab effect.
Oh, we also had Frank Ocean. He brought a robot baby.
Okay, I'm creeped out. I'm done with this. I like Frank
Okay.
Ocean though. Everybody knows that
The
about
baby
me.
was moving. I kind of liked it. Frank Ocean is someone that I'm not very familiar with his work.
Oh, he's got some really good music.
I can identify him
He's
in
got
any
a good
situation,
baby-making
but
music.
really?
Dave said it.
If
Yeah.
you're looking to make number dose,
What if I'm not? Should I not put on Frank
If
Ocean?
you're like, hey Alexa, put on Frank Ocean when you're like ready to get down, it'll set the tone.
So you're saying if I'm trying to have a second child, I got to take a dip in the ocean?
I wonder how many Alexas I just turned on by saying that.
I hope you turned on a lot. I hope it didn't stop playing this podcast for people and then they're
Right,
playing
right,
Frank
right,
Ocean.
right. Yeah, sorry.
Alexa, play Chainsmokers.
There we go.
Alexa, put circling back on.
Hey Alexa, play the Applebee's song.
Jackson Hayes, which sounds remarkably like a law firm that does title opinions or something.
Or it sounds like a weed strain.
Or
Should we play a game called Weed Strain or
There's some
Law
great
firm?
weed strain names.
Real or Fake Weed Strain could be good.
Yeah.
Pencil that in.
Yeah. I did my internship at Jackson Hayes in their M&A department. I didn't get an offer. I got too drunk at the party.
TFM.
Damn, that's
our
sick.
TFM of the week.
Oh.
Let's do something that we have 2 minutes to do it. 2 minutes in paradise. Dylan, have you still not watched any episodes of this amazing season?
And I'm not going to.
We're down to 1 episode a week, unfortunately. Dave, I'm going to start the timer. You tell me when to start the timer, and I'm going to give us 2 minutes to talk about
Go.
Bachelor in
2
Paradise.
minutes in
I
paradise.
think start it over. This guy's
Yep, we have to start it over.
fucking up the segment.
What's your problem, Dylan?
This isn't an Apple event.
Like, dude,
Can you
okay.
just let us have our thing?
Are you ready?
Go. Yeah, I feel like we've turned a corner and the best is behind us.
You're
I'll just
right.
Say it.
You're right. I think last night was the final chapter of the best episodes that we get. Do they come back after the hurricane hits, or do we think the season's going to be over?
First of all, it's a tropical storm. Just saying. And it's not really a life or death situation. They had plenty of notice. It wasn't like it just formed out of nowhere.
I mean, hashtag Chad did absolutely fine in his brush with Olaf.
He was getting content off.
Yeah, like I don't know why Bachelor people can't. Were you surprised that Brendan and Piper left?
Yeah, I was hoping they would just lean into it.
Okay.
But no, I thought Brendan handled it fairly well.
I guess, but when he told everyone that he didn't need them and he was done talking on it, I was like, dude, come on. You're just coming off like a dickhead now.
He when he saw Joe leading the mob over, he knew something was up.
You don't want nice guy Joe coming up and exposing you to everybody.
Why did they make Joe the ringleader of this? There's no way Joe really
Because
cared.
he has a podcast about Bachelor Nation, therefore
point.
he can make content that he can tailor to his podcast. Like it's very easy. So I will update. Brendan has lost over 100,000 followers at this point.
That's insane. That's
Crazy.
6 figures. dog.
Natasha now has,
Holy
I think,
shit.
450,000 followers, where she started below what Brendan was ever at. So Natasha's absolutely thriving right
I
now.
like how they brought the Dr. Joe, and Dr. Joe's apparently good friends with Brendan, and she told him, he's like, oh, it changed the entire
I
dynamic.
felt awful for Natasha, man.
yeah.
He handled that kind of like a dickhead, if I'm being honest.
Well, yeah, dude, look, he hasn't seen everything. He doesn't know. It's his buddy.
Are we in or are we out on Kendall?
I don't care. Ivan took the biggest L last night going in. Like, as she's watching her ex make out, he's like, you know what? Let's show them. And she just goes, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing PDA. Not feeling it right now.
And Ivan, like the nicest guy ever. Oh, that's all I got about that.
Yep. 2 minutes is up. We actually went 2 minutes and 6/10 of a second. I'm sorry for all
That's
those
on
out
Dylan
there.
for
That's
singing the
acceptable.
damn song.
That's
Yeah.
within the margin of error. That's okay.
Okay. That's 2 minutes in paradise. And right now,
2 minutes in paradise.
I don't like you.
I'm sorry.
You're a disgrace to Micah.
What are you talking about, dude?
Mike has a better voice than you.
No, that's true.
Mike has
That's
a better
okay.
voice. It's time for This Weekend in Fun.
You shitting me?
Presented by Liquid
That's my
IV.
Barry Rigby.
It's still hot out there for a lot of you, and we need to be proactive and keep our body fueled and hydrated. Making hydration a priority helps us feel healthier on a day-to-day basis and fuels us to be our highest potential. And 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. Not only that, but the product tastes great with flavors like watermelon, strawberry, and even lemon lime. Sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Liquid IV is another product that I have enough of to where people always come to me asking for Liquid IV.
And they're
Like,
very
all right,
very good to us.
Look, I'll give you a few sticks here and there, but eventually you're gonna have to be your own supplier. I can't just keep doing this. I can't keep giving my Liquid IV away.
There's
This
a
stuff
lot.
is
There's a lot of days that go by, especially on weekends, when I'm kind of just not doing anything and just like kind of lethargically going about my day and walking around the house. And then it's 4 p.m. and I'm like, I have not had any water today. And you know what I do? I go directly to my cabinet and I grab some Liquid IV. I toss it in 16 ounces of water and I drink that, and I feel much better about myself.
Yeah, it has become part of the the morning after drinking recovery routine for Bay and myself.
It's the night of the drinking and the morning after for me.
And it absolutely helps matters.
Not only that, but it's an absolute staple in my DOP kit when I'm going out of town. If I don't have at least enough liquid IVs to cover me twice a day, I have an incomplete DOP kit.
Fair.
I find them in my golf bag. I find them in my pocket. I keep those on me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my golf bag is just there are rogue ones everywhere.
Oh, and guess what else? It also just tastes really good.
Dave, can you tell us what happens when the cells transport for their cellular transport technology?
Or you could just show us.
Yeah.
You talking about CTT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Wow.
It's the optimal ratio of glucose, sodium, and potassium that delivers water and nutrients into the bloodstream. It's the perfect balance to help you hydrate more quickly and effectively than water alone. They're on a mission to change the world as well. They're donating 4 million servings in response to COVID-19, and products are being donated to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, active military, just everybody. They've already donated over 11 million servings daily. Grab your liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or, and I think you should do this, you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code circling back at checkout. That's circling back at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code circling back at liquidiv.com. Dylan, what are you doing this weekend?
Thank you for asking me, Will. Friday, I don't have anything on the books. I will have my son. Parks is his name. We're going to be chilling.
Someone left us a review and said that every time we talk about our kids, we explain who they are. And he said that we essentially think of backers as being goldfish, and they have no clue who we're talking about.
Well, there are new listeners out there who might not know who Parks is.
You're right.
But Parks is my son. We're going to do something Friday, something low-key.
You're going to watch Loki?
We love to do a movie and popcorn situation on Friday nights, which is always fun for us. We'll probably do that.
Is he not old enough to realize popcorn's trash?
I might have a Vizzy. I might have a glass of wine. I don't know. Popcorn's trash. Is that what you said? What are you doing?
I'm not supposed to eat it with the diver tick, but I eat it anyway.
A lot of kernels.
I love popcorn.
Yeah, but wouldn't that kernel get stuck in your gums and you're just like trying to get it out for the rest of the night?
Then you just go brush your teeth.
Yeah, but that's
what
what
Duda does.
I will be public. I will be more likely to get popcorn eat it at home than I am at a movie theater, because if I get a kernel stuck in my mouth and like my gums during a movie, it's over. I can't get past it.
I do popcorn at the movies, man. Love it. Saturday, I believe your sister-in-law is having some kind of something for her birthday. And I know about that because she's very good friends with Bay, obviously. Do you not know about this? Are you not invited?
Maybe not.
Surely you are.
I'll be honest. I skip over a lot of group texts in the family group text, so I miss a lot.
It's in there.
I miss a lot.
Yeah, I will be seeing you Saturday. I'm quite sure of it.
Damn, it's for the boys.
Yeah, unfortunately, some ladies will be present. That's all I have, really. Sunday, I get Parks back, watching football. I don't know. That's it. Looking forward to it. Should be low-key. Dave, what are you up to, man?
It's not. I need Will to ask me.
Dave, what are you doing this weekend, my man?
Well, it's an anniversary weekend. My wife and I, Saturday night, will be going to, I'm not going to say overhyped because I've never been, but the most hyped restaurant in Austin since I've moved here. Let me finish my freaking sentence.
Why would you do that to him, dude? You want me to mute him?
I wanted to guess right.
Sammy's.
Damn. Are you excited?
I am. And, like, it's not just y'all hyping it. Like, people at Micah's party the other night were hyping it. People I didn't even know. Like, so I was like, okay. And some of the people were from New York. So I'm looking forward to it. Austin has some good pizza. There's not like a badass Italian spot. Vespaio is good. I like Vespaio.
I love Vespaio.
But
say it.
If I'm down there, I'm usually going to June's or something. But so we're doing that. And of course, like, apparently the only time you can get a table there is like after 9. So I will be eating like 4 or 5 meals on Saturday.
Keep an eye out, because maybe you can call the day of and see if they can bump it up a little bit.
We're going to go to the bar. They got a decent bar. We're going to do the bar at like 8:30.
That's the move. That's a good move.
Damn, I need to try this spot, man.
What night
you never
going?
been?
When are you going? Dave?
Oh, it's Brett. Brett's that's been like 7 times.
Yeah, I've been 3 times.
I thought you had been.
No.
Dave,
That
I would
surprises
highly
me.
suggest, and I haven't tried it yet because they've been out. If you can get the lasagna, it looks absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful. It's not done in the traditional style.
I was thinking about doing the gabagool.
I was gonna
Really?
say, get some
Oh, hey.
gabagool.
I
started
don't.
the prosciutto.
I don't like that I'm recommending this, David. But their mozzarella sticks are incredible.
Okay.
Wow.
Putting it out there. I know it's.
Is it
I
a
know
new
that's probably
twist on
not
an old
traditional
favorite?
Italian, but like, I'm not going to go there and not get the mozzarella sticks. They're just wonderful. That's all I have to say about that.
All right.
I'll keep an eye out. I hope I don't run into any of your gumas.
I don't have any gumas that are
have
just
any
hanging
either.
out at Sammy's, Dave. Chill.
Honestly, the rest of the weekend, tomorrow, or I guess Friday. What day is it? I don't even know, man. Probably doing some Norman, watching a lot of Norm clips. Really, I mean, that's. I'm gonna watch Dirty Work, rewatch it. I'm gonna watch just old interviews. Like he's got some really good ones with Howard Stern. Highly recommend. I feel like I'm leaving something out that I've got planned, but I don't really know. But that's pretty much it. Hanging out with the kid, you know, raising a good strong lad.
You're going to make him do like workouts?
I am.
Can he do push-ups yet?
Doesn't like peaches. We learned that yesterday.
Well,
Has-
did
he
you get him
get-
in Georgia?
That's
or?
the question.
It was beach nut.
See.
Got a few of those over at Wilmon's. Beach nuts. Nuts on the beach.
Anyway.
What about you, man?
You know what it is.
I don't.
Friday, I'm going to a birthday dinner. Steakhouse style, baby. I'll be getting an overpriced steak on Friday night. And then
Bourbon Street?
I'm going to get the Bourbon Street steak from Applebee's. And then I'm going to go to bed. And then Saturday, I'm going to wake up, watch a little footy with the lads. I guess I have something I'm supposed to go to. Is it like a tailgate?
It's a tailgate, but it's at a residence.
Damn, I
believe.
hope there's some tailgates and tan lines there.
Which sister is this? I want to know who dissed me.
Emily, she didn't.
Oh.
She shouldn't have dissed you.
That's okay.
I only know about it because of the Bay connection. Otherwise, I would be at home.
There's gonna be bacon there.
And then I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
college football on Saturday afternoon.
Who's Texas got?
Rice.
Oh
Damn, are they gonna put it in rice?
man, if they look any bit shaky, you're gonna hear it from Klein so hard.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
I still have forgiven Klein for his.
You're gonna hear it from Klein anyway.
What time's kick?
I don't know.
Do
You're not
you
real.
even care at this
You're not
point?
stoked for the Texas Rice game.
I'm a fair weather fan for the most part. Like when Texas starts
Wow.
to stink, I lose interest.
Wait, is Dylan going backwards right now? Because he's pedaling back real hard right now.
It's a new pod. Hey, maybe all Texas needs is to get in rice. Put them in rice, that is, and maybe they'll be fixed. Much like an iPhone, Dylan. A phone.
You're big into iPhone humor.
Dude,
I
you
am.
should tweet that with the hashtag. Odds you'll tweet that with that hashtag.
That's a good idea.
Dave, we do have a nice little slate of games on Sunday morning if you're trying to get into some footy.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about the Chelsea game.
Really, who are they playing?
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
We've got Jay Lings making his return to West Ham.
I know, dude. I've been talking about it on Twitter.
Very exciting stuff. Yeah, I don't really have much going on besides just doing birthday stuff for my sister-in-law. Shouts to Emily. Let's ride. Hey, can we do something before we get out of here today?
Wait, she's getting the birthday dinner, then party the next day? What is it? Some monumental? How old is she? Yeah, you don't have to say. You know what I mean? But
No
is
clue.
Is this like a 30th birthday?
I don't know. She's my age.
Oh,
So she's 28.
I'm gonna start doing 2 days for my birthday. You fuckers don't even remember mine.
Yours is...
Dude, I totally
remember yours,
dog.
The only one who knows
9
mine
months.
is this guy, Randy.
March.
Mr. April 7th over there. Mr. April 5th over there.
Are you in March, Davey?
Nope.
No, you're in January. February.
Nope.
No, Rose is January.
You're literally getting colder.
I give up.
You're July 23rd.
21st.
I was close.
Very cool.
Can we talk about some of our friends, some backers out there for Small Business September?
Ooh.
We got some fun ones today. We got some favorites.
Well, I love Small Business September.
You guys heard about these Southern River tables?
Not until this morning. They look mega dope, though.
They create tables, cutting boards, cocktail trays, charcuterie boards. Looking at you, charcuterie Sally. It's considered mixed media. He's a mixed media artist. I'd like to give a special shout out to him. I don't have his name on here right now, which is very tight. But either way, it doesn't matter because we're talking about Southern River Tables, not the makers behind it.
It's Aaron.
They combine epoxy resin and woodworking to make some pretty trippy looking tables, if I do say so myself.
It took me a while to figure out what I was looking at. These are like very... Like I thought there was actual water on one of them. I was like, how is this even happening?
There's a lot of inspiration from the natural world out there, David.
This dude didn't know about epoxy.
Come on, dude.
I definitely didn't.
What are you doing?
If you head over to southernrivertables.com or if you hit them up on Instagram or TikTok at Southern River Tables, you can see all of these. Just go check them out. They're pretty badass.
These are really, really cool, actually.
Yeah, they are.
I'm into them.
They are cool. I don't understand how epoxy works, but I like the look of it.
One of the top comments on this one I'm looking at right now on Instagram says, why does this turn me on? It's just a video of him making a table.
Damn, call him Kevin Little.
I don't get that, but sure.
Turn me on, turn me on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a song.
Okay.
We also have Old Gambler Jerky. Here in Austin, we all suffer from a common ailment known as hometown pride. Spend a few days getting lost with the locals, and it's clear that not only do we like it here, we like things from here, and be it award-winning barbecue, world-renowned spirits, or heck, even beef jerky. They've searched high and low, and they couldn't find a jerky that was made here in Austin from Angus beef, simply seasoned without loads of sugar and gluten-free. So they made it themselves, and they took it back to the basics, back to the wild, back from anyone trying to make jerky something it ain't. Just meat, heat, and spices, baby.
They sent us some before, and let me just say, it'd be a real shame if they did that again.
I will say this. I'm a beef jerky fan.
It went quick.
Old Gambler beef jerky is so tasty.
It really
It
is.
is so good. I remember just taking we had a bunch sent to the office or brought to the office, and I was just taking it home and putting it in my pantry and eating it nonstop. I love this stuff.
Oh, so you're the one.
Yeah. It was if there was a jerky shortage within this studio, it was because I was taking all the jerky.
Very cool.
We should have our own Met Gala where we just serve Old Gambler.
I'd be fine.
Tables
with
are
that.
like $30.
That'd be fine. That sounds like an awesome event.
It's the Brett Gala. Shout out DJ Bean.
If you want to go check this out, and which I highly recommend, I could not stand behind this jerky more than I do. Go to ogbeefjerky.com. Again, that's OG standing for Old Gambler, beefjerky.com. That's all we got for today, boys. Good episode.
It was a fun one.
It was a highly rated episode. People are going to talk about this one for years to come.
You already know what you're calling it right now. It's highly rated.
What?
I believe it'll get 5 stars. I do believe that, Dylan.
Okay.
Shall we get out of here?
Bye.